We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. Jack and Jill here.
Hi.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Stephen Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, broadcasting from the Valley of the Sun.
Today's Jack Thursday, and I'm going to talk about why is land investing like pulling teeth? This is a direct quote from Herbert Graham, a career path now advanced member who we had the pleasure of meeting with one time because there was a brief live event in Phoenix that we were invited to, and we didn't host it, but we were invited to it. And recently he said he was having trouble with an escrow agent.
Oh.
And he said, why is getting a deal closed like pulling teeth? Which inspired me to talk about why is this whole thing like pulling teeth? Because it can be.
Sometimes.
Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free. Sometimes Jill says little things like, sometimes, and it reminds me of my childhood.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And don't forget to subscribe on the Land Academy YouTube channel and comment on the shows you like.
What does that mean?
It's just funny. Sometimes you just, it's funny. That's how I know I love you. Like some of this stuff
Doesn't
you do that's
sound like it.
quirky.
Sounds
no,
like...
it's a compliment.
All right. Now I know how you traumatize. This sounds like I'm traumatizing you or reminding me of your childhood, and I don't want that.
No, it's all positive. It's
Okay.
like quite the opposite. It's all positive.
Matthew wrote, "This is more of a success of my mindset shift. I came in hoping I can make this work. That's changed. Here's why. Last month, I brought in $25,000 of profit from a flip. Now I'm in the process of purchasing another 2 parcels. I already have a funder. One parcel is larger, one smaller. Bought by one for $117,000. One realtor put the total combined value at $280,000. Wait, buy one parcel is larger, one smaller. Buy for $117,000. Sounds like buying both for that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. One realtor put the total combined value of the two at $280,000, and another realtor put the total combined value at $325,000. We're doubling or tripling our number. Hello.
It's way more than that.
I'd be happy with either. The mindset shift is incredible now that I've personally seen incredibly profitable properties come in. I received my usual 2-week paycheck, and I'm very appreciative of it. But I wasn't as excited as I used to be, and not even as close as much as I'm making in land. Now I know I can do this business. Oh, I see. You know, I just talked to somebody about this recently too, that the shift in adding a zero and not being afraid to go for these bigger deals. And then once you do a couple of them, you're like, huh. And the numbers you throw around are like, let's see, what's that, $80,000, $90,000? Sure. Where do you want me to wire the money? When before you'd be like, oh my gosh. I mean, even $8,000, that was a lot. And then you jump ahead and ahead and ahead.
The takeaway that I took from this is that, and we all can have personal anecdotes or experiences like this where one month you look at something and say, there's no way I can do that. It's not that I don't think I've had talent enough. I don't want to put the energy into it. I know I can do it, but I don't want to figure it out. And for whatever reason, a month goes by and it's like, I'm doing this. And it's not as hard as I thought. And I'm actually going to make a business out of it. So we all have things like that. For some kids, it's like, there's no way I could ever drive a car the way that my parents do. And then there's 16 and a half and they're doing it. So that's what I love this story.
Yeah.
Today's Jack Thursday, and I'm going to talk about why land investing is like pulling teeth.
Sometimes.
This is why you're listening. Nice, Jill. You didn't do it in that cute little voice there. I wish I could play it back so we could listen to it. Sometimes.
I'm going to do that. Like, don't go too far.
I'll tell you the truth. This can be the shortest show ever.
Right.
Land investing is like pulling teeth. There are so many moving parts. You got to get educated and get acclimated in Discord with a bunch of people that you don't know. Most of the time, the vocabulary they're using, you don't understand it at all. If you get past that, you got to get a mailer out. You have to decide where to send mail. Then you got to get a mailer out. All very technical, difficult stuff for some people. For me, that stuff was not a hurdle at all. I got it. And, I created this environment. So that was not a hurdle at all. Then once the mailer goes out, you got to answer the phone and get yelled at over and over and over again until the 2 or 3 people at the end of the yelling say, yeah, I do actually want to sell that piece of property. Then you got to decide if you want to buy it or not. And you're new, so you don't have any idea if the property here is good or this one's good or they're both trash. Then you do take a huge risk, write your own check or get funding from somebody else, find a real estate agent or sell it yourself. It's a Hail Mary. It seems like a Hail Mary to people that are new to this to see if you're ever going to see that money again or get it back. There's every step along the way. Then there's a real estate agent involved and an escrow agent involved if you do it like the way that Jill and I do it. And if they have non-compliant personalities for what you're trying to do, which a lot of people do in rural markets, it's like pulling teeth. The whole thing is very hard. That's why Jill and I make $2 to $5 million a year doing it. And that's why there's many members, hundreds of members in our group that make more than that, literally, because it's hard.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's only hard in the beginning.
Right.
Like everything.
It. Stay with it. That's my point. Stay with it. And I love it. Every time there's an obstacle like this, by the way, and we overcome it, I'm like, yes, I'm excited by it. Every obstacle doesn't make me go like this and throw up my hands up. I get, oh, yay. Because I know 90% of the planet they are going to back down. And we're the 10%. That's not. I'm going to power through and figure it out.
I am acutely aware of the statistics of success and failure in this business. And I want to be real clear on this. About 1%, maybe half of 1% of the people that really look into Land Academy as hey, I'm going to do Land Academy. It all starts like that. Half of 1% join. Of that half of 1%, about 50%, because you join, you got a 50% chance of making this work really well because we are not out advertising this, sitting on top of a Ferrari or standing in front of a jet saying you can get rich and it only costs 22 cents or you don't need any money to get into real estate. We don't have catchphrases like that and never will. No, our catchphrase is you're not alone in this. And I mean that. But it's like pulling teeth. And there's a huge multiple things that are all kinds of things that are involved to get to be very, very successful. People who do join have the right personality type long before they ever get to Land Academy. So if you're going to join Land Academy thinking that you're going to get a new personality type, that's just not going to happen.
I've tried.
If you're already part of that half of 1% that we've reached you for some reason on the show or whatever, it's probably going to work for you if you put the right time in and have the right attitude and you don't have like 15 children and all these other life obstacles to overcome. So yes, Herbert Graham, it's like pulling teeth. I feel like I've been doing this for almost 30 years and probably every third deal is like pulling teeth.
It's true. You know what solves it? Get a good transaction coordinator. Put you in between those people, by the way.
Get a good partner. Get a good real estate partner. Jill's going to talk about that tomorrow.
I am tomorrow. That's a good point. We can leave it on that. Happy you could join us today. 5 days a week. You can find us here on the Land Academy Show.
Tomorrow's Jill Friday. She's going to talk about how to pick a great land business partner. I'm not sure why she's qualified in talking about that, but we'll see.
Yep. I'm still working on it.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
Just kidding.
I brought it up.
I know. That was good.
You know, one of the things, I'm not looking for a new business partner or life partner.
No,
I'm looking for a new car constantly.
Yeah, that's
always looking for a better land deal.
Of course.
All kinds of stuff I'm looking for, but not that.
Right. Places to camp and hang out.
Yeah.
That's good. Trips to take. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you find our content valuable and we do appreciate your support. If you haven't already, please check out our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button. And by the way, if you are a member of Land Academy, make sure you are in it with us in Discord. If you want to find out more, send a note to support@landacademy.com. We are Jack and Jill.
Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you find our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.